My name is Alan Bragg, and I'm Chief of Police for the Cypress Fairbanks ISD Police Department. April Jones and I co-chair this event. I want to introduce her first. April Jones, if you'll stand. Making sure she gets her exercise. And we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Willowbrook Mall, of course. They opened this facility and this parking lot outside for us. This is Brenda Crawford. She's the General Manager of Willowbrook Mall.
Good morning and welcome to Willowbrook Mall. For the 18th year, we are pleased to host this Salute to Law Enforcement, which is just a remarkable event. It's truly a unique opportunity for all of us, children and adults, to interact with the men and women of the law enforcement agencies and learn more about what they do. On behalf of Willowbrook Mall and our retailers and all of the citizens who will enjoy the salute today, I would like to extend a thank you to everyone who worked so hard to coordinate this event today, and also offer a salute to the men and women of law enforcement who work so hard every day to keep us safe and secure. Hats off to the good guys and gals. We salute you and say thanks. And I wanted to give a special introduction of Alan. He tends to stand here behind the mic and not take any credit where credit's due. But Alan and some very inspirational men put this Salute to Law Enforcement together over 18 years ago. And we've done this event together 18 years. And first I want to give him a round of applause for doing that. It's definitely a priceless position, and we can never pay him or reward him for what he has done to honor the men and women that he serves with every day in law enforcement. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about him. He is the new Chief of Police for the newly created position at Cypher ISD. They have a new police department where he's implementing their first police department to provide 24-hour law enforcement services for the district. So, way to go, Cypher ISD. He holds a Master's Peace Officer certification and a police instructor's license from the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement Officer Standards and Education. He's a graduate of the FBI National Academy Class 201, and he's also served as the president of the Houston Area Police Chiefs Association. He's a member of Champions Force Baptist Church and many other professional law enforcement associations, crime prevention committees, and provides presentations to schools, school boards, and other groups throughout the great state of Texas and our country. It's my privilege to work side by side with Chief Alan Bragg.
Thanks, April. We couldn't have done it without, she's been my partner in this project for, we were counting it up earlier, and it's at least 10 or 12 years now, and just couldn't do it without her. So we're going to miss you for a couple of weeks while you take care of family things, but we'll be thinking about you during that time. Next, we're going to take an opportunity here to do our national anthem. We have flags here available at the back of this room. So I'm going to ask the Meyer Elementary School Choir if they will present the national anthem for us. As soon as they're finished with that, I'm going to introduce to you now Carol Lane. She's with the Greater Houston Area Concerns of Police Survivors. She's going to come to the podium and she's going to read the names of all the officers from the Houston area who have fallen in the line of duty and lost their lives from the last 4 or 5 years in this area. These will be names that you recognize because they're our neighbors and our friends, and they served our community for several years. So she's going to read those names. We're going to have a moment of silence for those officers, and then Officer Breckenridge Wagner from the Metro Police Department is going to play Amazing Grace for us with the bagpipes. So please, Meyer Elementary School Choir, National Anthem. And now Carol Lane will read the names of the fallen officers from the Houston area.
Deputy Jason Olaf, Brazoria County Sheriff's Office, December 5th, 2005. Deputy Charles Allen Van Meter, Brazoria County Sheriff's Office, June 26, 2011. John William Brown, Calhoun County Constable's Office, Precinct 5, April 10, 2010. Police Chief Richard Brush, Point Comfort Police Department, March 27, 2006. Deputy Shane Detweiler, Chambers County Sheriff's Office, July 13, 2009. Deputy John Norsworthy, Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office, January 4, 2011. Police Chief Ernest Mendoza, Needville Independent School District Police Department, January 19, 2007. Deputy Constable David Joubert Sr., Harris County Constable's Office, Precinct 7, January 12, 2008. Corporal Harry Telepapi Jr., Harris County Constable's Office, Precinct 6, February 20th, 2008. Deputy Shane Bennett, Harris County Sheriff's Office, June 12, 2002. Captain Jerry Foster, Harris County Constable's Office, Precinct 5, October 22nd, 1993. Deputy Dionisio Camacho, Harris County Sheriff's Office, October 23rd, 2009. Deputy Barry Hill, Harris County Sheriff's Department, December 4th, 2000. Detective Thomas Keene, Harris County Sheriff's Department, September 15th, 2008. Officer William Moss, Houston Airport Police Department, September 12, 1983. Officer Timothy Abernathy, Houston Police Department, December 7, 2008. Officer James Boswell, Houston Police Department, December 9, 1989. Officer Henry Canales, Houston Police Department, June 23, 2009. Officer James Irby, Houston Police Department, June 27, 1990. Sergeant Kent Kincaid, Houston Police Department, May 23, 1998. Officer Edelman Manny, Houston Police Department, May 19, 2010. Officer John Salvaggio, Houston Police Department, November 25, 1990. Officer Kevin Will, Houston Police Department, May 29, 2011. Officer Jesse Hamilton, Pasadena Police Department, August 21st, 2009. Officer Brian Hebert, Beaumont Police Department, July 8th, 2011. Sergeant James Michael Lane, Beaumont Police Department, September 16th, 2004. Deputy Odell McDuffie Jr., Liberty County Sheriff's Department, October 25th, 2010. Lieutenant Stuart Alexander, Corpus Christi Police Department, March 11, 2009. Officer Matthew Thibault, Corpus Christi Police Department, January 20th, 2008. Sergeant Brent Lee Sr., Trinity County Sheriff's Department, November 27, 2008. Sergeant Timothy Oslowski, Victoria County Sheriff's Office, October 7, 2000. Deputy Donald Ross, Washington 2008. Trooper Scott Burns, Texas Department of Public Safety, April 29, 2008. Game Warden Justin Hurst, Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, March 17, 2007. Game Warden George Watley Jr., Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, March 10, 2008. The next officers were from out of state, but their families live here in the greater Houston area. Officer John Abraham Jr., Teaneck Police Department, New Jersey, October 25, 2010. Trooper Kyle Patrick Barber, North Carolina Highway Patrol, May 19, 2009. Officer Thomas Coleman, California Highway Patrol, June 11, 2010. Senior Corporal Victor Lozada Sr., Dallas Police Department, February 22, 2008. Correction Officer Ralph Marley, Oklahoma Department of Corrections, March 29, 2009. Deputy Michael Schaefer, Uvalde County Sheriff's Office, December 25, 2010. Trooper Evan Schneider, Montana Highway Patrol, August 26, 2008. Deputy Ronnie Smith, Butts County Sheriff's Office, Georgia, December 17, 2011. Deputy Ricky Stiles Jr., East Feliciana Parish Sheriff's Office, Louisiana, April 7, 2009. Deputy Roy Sutton Jr., Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, Indiana, December 11, 2009. Kenneth Van Sr., Fayette County Sheriff's Office, May 28, 2011. We also had the death of one of our canine dogs, which is a law enforcement and serves in law enforcement. Black, Harris County Constable's Office, Precinct 4, December 22nd, 2009. These are just a few of the names of the officers that we have lost in the line of duty. There are many more. We pray for their families, and we pray for the law enforcement officers that are serving our country every day. We thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to have a moment of silence to remember the families of these officers and the service that they did for us. takes money to pull off things that we have to do here to feed our officers and to provide tents and rent tables and just a lot of things that we have to provide to make this happen each year. And we do that through some generous donors and sponsors from the business community. And our corporate partner this year, and for the past 4 years, has also been Sprint. And I have Gary Lendenny here representing the Sprint team. Several members from Sprint out here in the audience, and they have some displays out here that you will see very prominently displayed. And they have been a corporate and partner of ours for 5 years, and we just really appreciate their support. And they are partners with law enforcement and the first responders and the EMS and all the different public safety entities. So just give them a round of applause for them supporting us. We have some other sponsors that I'm going to list individually in just a few minutes, but it also takes people from our community who are state representatives and other elected officials, and I don't know how many of these people are hiding back here or maybe here within the sound of the stage, but United States Congressman Ted Poe is a supporter of our event, State Representative Alan Fletcher, Constable Ron Hickman, Harris County Sheriff Adrian Garcia, State Representative Patricia Harless out here in this area, as well as State Representative Debbie Riddle, Senator Dan Patrick, and Senator John Whitmire. So we want to give them a round of applause for their support. One of the great things that we get to do with this event, when we take any leftover funds that we have each year, and we want to do things for the organizations that support law enforcement. And 2 of those organizations are represented here today, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about, I can't tell you much about the 100 Club as much as this gentleman here can tell you about it. But we have a representative here from the 100 Club. Mr. Bob Brooks, he's one of the vice presidents. And as you know, the 100 Club, anytime an officer falls in the line of duty, the 100 Club immediately responds to that family and that residence and provides them with some a check and some expense money to get them through those first crucial weeks and days of that tragedy. So as a token of our appreciation for what the 100 Club does, we have a check here for $1,000 for the 100 Club, and I'm going to present this to Bob Brooks. The other individual you've already heard from, Ms. Carol Lane, she represents the Greater Houston Area Concerns of Police Survivors, and that is also an organization that supports the families of fallen officers. They use some of their funds that they receive to ensure that those families, the year of the fallen officer, they ensure that that family gets to travel to Washington, D.C. For the reading of the name and the inscription on the National Wall there. So that's one of the things they use their money for. And they're a great organization, and they provide a lot of other services to families. And we also have a $1,000 check for you. One other thing that we get to do each year is to award a criminal justice scholarship. About 8 years ago, we created a criminal justice scholarship to award to a deserving high school senior from the Greater Houston area. And we have awarded this scholarship of $1,000 to a senior who is planning to pursue a criminal justice career. And let me tell you a little bit about our this year's recipient. The scholarship is based on financial need, current criminal justice education activities, student leadership, and scholastic abilities. So our 2012 scholarship recipient is a senior at Carl Wunschie High School in Spring ISD. She plans on attending Sam Houston State University this fall to seek a degree in criminal justice with a minor in forensic science and a minor in biology. I can't even say that word because I don't know anything about biology. And the recipient is involved in many school activities. She volunteers with the Harris County Sheriff's Department. Is Deputy Aldridge here? He's here. And I know you have direct connections with this young lady, and I know you'll be on a photo with her afterwards. She has a 3.83 grade point average. That's 3 more numbers than I ever had. So, big round of applause for this is Jessica Martinez. Don't have a check for her yet, but we do have a certificate for her, and once she gets enrolled in her college and gets her tuition and all that lined up, she will also receive a check for $1,000 to pay for that for her college this year. Okay, now go away. I offered her the opportunity. Don't go far away. Here you go. Camera. I offered her the opportunity to speak. She said no. But there's members of her family here. Mom, would you stand up please? And grandmother and her brother and sister are here. Thank you. We all know what it takes for families to contribute to the success of their kids in school. And it takes all those members to make that happen sometimes. I know it was true in my household, and I know with a supportive family like this and to be here today, I know you're proud of her. And, I told her that we've given away a lot of these scholarships, and now that I've changed jobs, I've told her that my circle of my career will be complete when one scholarship winner comes back around and I hire them to come to work for me. So I told her maybe she'd be the first. Okay, I told you I'd let you know about the rest of these sponsors. Again, the sprint team was amazing. They always are. David Roy, Johnny McMahon, Sharon Gillespie, Todd Dowdy, Bill Hall, Mike Williams, Robert Schaffner, Colin Burns, Danny Runnels, Lee Graham, Martha Gallahue, and Gary Lindini I already introduced. But our other sponsors who also contributed to make this scholarship money and these other awards possible: Cypress Creek EMS, North Cypress Medical Center, St. Luke's Hospital at the Vintage, Cy-Fair Federal Credit Union, the Epiphany Lutheran Church and School, Novotel, Darcy and Bob Mingoya, Feeney Wireless, Garden Kids Safely, ID, Motorola, State Farm Insurance, the Boudreaux Agency, Brookside Funeral Home, Cypress Fairbanks ISD, Police Department. I just donated time, don't count that. Willowbrook Mall, thank you for the site over and over again. Houston Chronicle, Houston Community Newspapers did great articles about this event, and we'll follow up with it in the future weeks. Quick Copy Printing did our mailing for us this year. Sweet Tomatoes is providing lunch for all our officers, and they had breakfast out there this morning. Commissioner Jack Cagle from Precinct 4, Costco at Willowbrook, and HEB both donated drinks to help keep the officers hydrated outside on the parking lot. So a round of applause for all those folks. I also have to introduce and let you know about Larry Lipton. He is, for I don't know how many years, not only was the co-chair with me the first year and the co-creator of this back in 1994 and 95 when we first started talking about it, and he has become just a professional photographer on the side and has contributed thousands and thousands of photos each year to our event. And so he's here today, and he's going to photograph all these exhibits for our historical record and also for future publication on our website and publication for next year's event. So thank you, Larry. And additional thanks for the Klein Collins High School criminal justice students. They were out there early this morning helping with the perimeter outside and setting up the parking lot. If you haven't been outside to see the lights and all the exhibits outside, It's a pretty amazing thing to go see. And thanks Officer Breckenridge Wagner from Metro PD, the mascots from Chick-fil-A this morning, and all the volunteers that helped us pull this off, and all the staff here at Willowbrook Mall. We just couldn't have done it without you. So we're going to let you go to your exhibits and let you go outside and look at everything we have to offer today. Those of you who were introduced here for during the opening ceremony, please stick around for some photographs because we want to make sure we have that. And you're dismissed. Go have a good time today. Thanks for coming.